Well guys, I'm back at the cb125 again today. Dragged it out of the shed and I decided now that I've got a good compression tester, I'm going to give it a wee test here and see what it's actually giving us. So I'm just going to leave it here, or try and leave it somewhere where it's not going to fall. I'll leave it down here and have a new kickstart on it. Fitted that because it was destroying the exhaust. And I'm going to throttle full open. I'm going to give it a few kicks. Right, there's a couple of kicks. And as you can see, the compression is 150 psi, which is loads, which is exactly what it should be giving us. So there may not be a problem with the head at all. I'm still going to check it. I'm still going to open it up and check the exhaust side of things. And I do have a brand new carburetor here, and I'm going to fit that to it. See how we get on. Because it still could be the carburetor. I mean, it is an old one, and there could be little bits blocked up in it that I can't see. So I got this carburetor, and it seems to be of good enough quality. I'll give you a look at it here. Best of Chinese, but it doesn't look too bad, and it's identical to the one that's sort of on it there. Yeah, so might be worth a shot putting that onto it and see how we get on. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so I have a new carburetor fitted. I put on the new tank, which is clean. I'm pretty sure that I have my fuel switched on, but I'm not sure. Because it's that rusted now, I can't see where it says on or off, so I'm hoping that it's on. I did give it a kick there and I got nothing out of it, so I've turned this on now with what I believe to be on, and we'll give it another kick now and see what we get. So just bear with me. Perhaps I'll get my tripod and I'll set you up somewhere where you can watch. How's that for you? Not better? Okay, let's give it a shot. I can't keep the choke on this because there's some sort of spring on the new one. Just have to hold it on. It's not looking good. Not looking good. Tear my trousers off this tank too. No, we're not getting anything. And I know I have spark because I checked it. I'll just check. Oh, well, it might help to put the spark plug cap on the spark plug. Let's give it another shot now. Oh. No, nothing. Well, I'm not going to sit here doing another video where I'm sitting kicking and kicking at it. I'll face it down the hill in case the petrol's not getting to it, and I'll try again. If I get it running, I'll do another video. Okay, so I've been trying it for a while, and I did get it to, excuse my breath there, you can see it. I did get it to run a little bit. It just ticked over a wee bit, so it did, and then it'd stop and it'd foul up the plug, and the plug's really black, and it doesn't seem to matter what way I have this fuel screw adjusted, it still does the same thing no matter what way you have it adjusted. I have the air filter in the box, I have everything the way it should be, and I just cannot understand it. because it has 150 psi 150 psi compression. So I've dried off the plug and I'm going to try and show you what it's doing. Not even going to start now. Might help to put the spark plug cap on it. Just nothing now at all. And we do have spark, I'll show you. You probably won't see it, but we're getting spark, we're getting fuel, but we're getting oil with the fuel. I mean, if you look at my finger there, that's what's on the top of that. It's oily. Well, let's see if I can show you here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm having to move about a lot. Sorry. There's got to be a way of showing you this. I don't know if you can see that, but I can assure you that it's there. There is a good spark off it. So I think my problem is that oil's getting in somehow. Possibly from the valve seals or from the little seal that's in under here. Either way, there's oil getting into the cylinder, and that's not helping the thing at all. So either way, the head's going to have to come off again to see what the problem is. Nah, it's not going to go any more tonight, so it was worth a try to see what it'd do though. There you go, guys. I'll see you later. Hey guys, so I'm on my way home from work here. Don't know if you can see me there properly. Thought I'd take this little video just as I'm on my way out the road. When I was at work earlier on today, during my spare time, I had a little think about the bike and the way it's been running, and I realised now that because I'm taking the spark plug out and every time it's wet and it's black, that it's running quite rich. And I realised then that there's one thing that I didn't mess around with from I changed the carburetor and that sort of thing. So before I end up pulling the whole head apart and everything and all that work, I might just try and mess with the carburetor needle a little bit, try and raise it and lower it. I think I'm going to have to try and lower it to lean out to make the amount of fuel that it's getting, and hopefully that'll help. But getting it to idle is an issue too. But then the carburetor that I'm using now is a brand new sort of Chinese carburetor, so maybe the pilot jet in that is either not big enough or too big. So that's a couple of things that I could look at before I decide to pull the whole engine head apart. Although I do have a hunch that there is oil getting into the fuel, and it might be something I'll have to look at anyway. But before I do all that, I'll try raising and lowering the needle in the carburetor, see if that helps any, and I'll try again a different size of pilot jet to see if we can get the bike to run any kind of consistent way that's any better. So I'll see us when I get home. It's actually -2 here where I am right now, and quite cold. So the bike could be hard to start anyway, but look, I'm going to give it a shot this evening if I have nothing else to do, and we'll see how we get on. So I'll see you at home.